What's up, my gnomies? It's episode 33 of Dour Gnome Adventures. We are playing through the Pathfinder Adventure Path 7 Dooms for Sandpoint. I'm your game master, Ryan. With me, we have Matt.
You see, I still maintain far too many dooms. Although we chopped one off.
I was going to say, we're lesser dooms than previous.
Brian, how you feeling about dooms?
The dooms can grow back.
And
we have Hydra dooms.
So what exactly stops the doom regeneration rules wise? Like I need a breakdown here.
We did not recall knowledge about the doom.
Yeah.
Knowing dooms? No. What's a Sandpoint?
What's the worst thing that could happen when you don't know about dooms?
Get doomed.
There's just doom. It's just Sandpoint. Like, are you going to cure Sandpoint?
That's an actual condition, though. Doomed is an actual condition in Pathfinder 2. It's usually only on oracles, but I've drawn it on like one hero point card.
Who remembers what happened last time?
Yeah. Okay, all right, guys. Don't twist my arm or anything. We fought this Sandpoint devil in Sandpoint. Q, what's a devil? What's a Sandpoint? But the two members of the party who had been to the pit, Trav and Dorian, came back into town with the bodies of the other two, and then found the town under attack from what looked like a demon horse with wings and sharp teeth that seemed to generate fire where it landed. At least...
Technically, we never confirmed it was a Sandpoint devil. It could just be a normal horse. No one ever rolled.
Oh, a normal demon horse. It also talked. Again, this might be normal for demon horses. I don't know enough about demon horses, in or out of character, to conclusively say one way or the other whether they should talk. And when it breathes noxious fumes and/or fire, I forget exactly what it breathed, you kind of go, all right, fine, you want to talk, that's better than that. So in our fight with it, it landed on the ground in the middle of the market, and then various people engaged it, including the two new party members who have since introduced themselves as Brinna and Limtrick. Am I pronouncing those right?
Yes.
And Keith.
Oh, yes. Well, yes. Keith is Limtrick's bringer of what?
Master of explosions.
Yes. Keith did not manage to explode. You did some lightning beams, I think?
Yeah, I have deep suspicions about fire and the devil.
Right. But apparently Keith can be feared, because the Sandpoint devil did something, and there was a fear effect on a number of us.
Mm-hmm.
But Brinna brought him down, by which I mean literally. He got tripped onto the ground while he was on the ground. And then he did something that seemed like a teleport, because he was not there, and Brinna walked into the space, and it didn't look like he was invisible. And then Dorian saw that the Sandpoint devil was actually flying away and nailed it with a sparkling arrow, I think.
Yeah.
But the duration of that is too short, and the devil was flying too fast for us to be able to run after it and track it. We did notice that it was going towards the same direction as the platter and the pit. But after that, we decided to stay in town, help the locals extinguish the flames that were generated by the Sandpoint devil landing on a building, and maybe our fight. I don't remember if anything on the ground floor caught fire. And
I don't think so.
Yeah, and after that, we introduced each other, and we decided that it's way too late. We really should not get started on doing anything right now, I think. I don't actually remember exactly at what point we decided to stop trying to do things for the night.
Yeah, you guys did go and speak with Father Xantus. You dragged the corpses of Nicodemus and Dariali with you.
Yes. Birch Slapper helped.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
I think we were talking about how we were going to rest for the night.
Yeah.
But also, I think at some point we might have mentioned talking to the sheriff and setting up watches for the Sandpoint Devil. Though, to be perfectly honest, I don't really expect it to come back tonight.
I agree.
But still, if not for fighting it, then at least for noticing it on approach, getting the firefighting squads ready.
That's actually not a bad idea. That maybe not tell the people, but tell like the administration in town to have buckets of sand and water available until we knock everything out of the air.
Tell the admin that they need to put the patrols out, and the patrols are supposed to be firefighting. But tell the people the patrols are there to scare away the Sandpoint Devil.
Yeah. So a couple things that you guys talked about was, one, talking to Sheriff Hemlock. Two, researching what was in your loot.
Right. So we actually have 2 bundles of readable things that we haven't read through in detail.
Yep.
We found a bunch of scrolls. Were they in common, the scrolls from the cultists on the second level to the north? The cultists who were around like a pit stew. Do you remember that? We fought a bunch of cultists who had like a perpetual stew going. And before engaging them, we went through like their storeroom, which had a lot of scrolls in it. Were those in common?
I'm going to double check on that.
Because I think Dariali had glanced through those and found that the cult was doing various things and recording them. Specifically, I remember that there was mention of the cult kidnapping lone travelers in the hinterlands.
Yeah, those are in common.
Okay, so then those, we obviously want to spend more time studying them and just reading, but they could give us an insight onto what the cult was trying to do. And also, since they're in common, we could present them to the authorities, whether the sheriff or the mayor, as a, look, you can adjust what you're doing with your limited resources in order to combat the cult. Like, spread the word that lone travelers shouldn't be walking around, increase patrols down these roads where they have been kidnapping people. But I do recall from the scrolls, it looked like they hadn't dared directly assault Sandpoint or strike close to it yet. At the time the scrolls were written. Then the other bunch of literature is the stuff that we had carted out of Ripnugget's lair.
Okay.
And that, I think you told us, was in Thessalonian. So Trav and probably Dorian can't do anything about that. But because Nicodemus was our contact with the Rune Watchers, and so is Limtrick, we actually have people who are both interested in this stuff and capable of reading it. Can anybody read Thessalonian who's currently in the party?
I can.
Perfect.
Yeah. So there was that stuff. There was some stuff that was unidentified that you guys wanted to have identified. You guys also wanted to transfer some runes. Specifically, I think there was a striking and wounding rune that Dorian, I already put the +1 composite short bow in your inventory. So I assumed you wanted to put the striking rune on there. And then also, I don't know where you guys wanted to put the wounding.
Honestly, I feel like those both should go onto Dorian's preferred weapon. And that seems to be a bow.
Rules question. Is there a maximum amount of runes that can go on a given weapon?
Yes. So
Go
ahead, Brian.
It's one property rune per +1 fundamental rune.
Okay.
So either striking or wounding?
No, striking is
fundamental.
Okay. Striking's fundamental, and then wounding is... Wait, hold on. Didn't Ripnugget's Dog Slicer have both fire and wounding?
If it wasn't on the weapon as it was identified, I'm assuming that was a Rip Nugget thing.
Right.
Well, we still got to look at his crown. His wet flaming crown.
Yep. So we'll jump in there. You guys were leaving Father Xantus. It's dark. It's late at night. It's probably 10 o'clock at night. you imagine that pretty much every place is closed unless they're cleaning up from the attack.
Speaking generally, Trav is perfectly fine staying outside, but Trav doesn't really know how people do that in towns. Society? Thy name is -1.
Dorian, you're the only one that really knows Bathana now.
Wait, no, hold on.
I take that back because Brenna and Limtrick are from Sandpoint, so they might know her. But you knew that she was in the cathedral and she was no longer there. So I wanted to point that out. That
I want to say that Brina sounds like she is on a first name basis with every proprietor who serves even a drop of alcohol.
yes,
That's a fair assessment.
I mean, and probably food. You are larger than life.
Not really.
I mean, to a small creature, which Trav is.
So usually to transfer runes, it takes a day, about a day. So a day is 8 hours. Transferring runes is 10% of the cost. So to transfer a wounding rune will be 34 gold pieces, and a striking rune will be 6.5 gold pieces.
So it's 1 day together for both of them, or 2 days? Sorry, I literally just missed that.
It's 1 day per. But
Yeah.
Right.
I believe at the end of last session we were talking about maybe Shanghaiing Vorvashali Woon or somebody else into working through the night for the benefit of the town and so they could get Thessalonian stuff from us.
So I did also want to point out currently that Dorian is the only one familiar with like the original 2 party members that were kidnapped and still presumed alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So wouldn't it be super shitty if he just kind of like forgot about them and worked on striking runes for 2 days? Like,
Well,
I mean, under the guise of like protecting the town from the Sandpoint Devil, I can say that we like hang out here, but from a character flow thing, I assume he might just be, yeah, what's up? How should my character do this?
I'm going to remind you that because I listened to our past sessions, I remember you and Deriali falling back when those 2 characters were captured.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
the argument that you made to each other was, I know I want to rush in there and help, but if I don't fall back right now, maybe I can't get them back at all. So getting stronger allies to get them back is part of getting them back. Being stronger yourself to get them back is also part of getting them back. I'm not saying 2 days. I'm saying that maybe if we can push somebody to work through the night, maybe they can get it done by tomorrow night.
Or get like a tank or something.
Yeah.
Like a septic tank?
I'll say that you guys would probably know Sava would be your best. Sava Bavanki would be your best bet for transferring runes. She's like the deals in weapons.
An armory, I think.
Yep.
Or at least
Sava's armory.
Store that. The only reason I bring up Vorvashali is because we kind of know he is capable of crafting because he offered us that guarantee on scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that guarantee is only for the scrolls, not for the arrows, because I make those.
Yes.
He could be lying.
You really think somebody would do that?
Knowing Vorvashali Voon, yes.
Well, I don't. And I have no society. And I have no crafting. I have no reason to distrust him.
I also can magically craft.
Oh.
So I can do that too. But the big question that I had for Ryan was, can I move runes and read through the research?
No,
materials?
you'd have to dedicate.
We gotta pick. Okay.
Well, okay.
What if someone were to read it to him?
And the fighter read?
Yes.
Okay, just check it.
In how many languages?
3.
Ooh.
All right. So
You actually have me beat.
let's I guess maybe you guys would probably try to then go over to see Sava then.
Actually, a different rules question. If one person is transferring one rune, can a second person transfer a second rune onto the same item? If 2 people work at the same time,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
does it go faster?
Yeah. So 2 people hacking on the same keyboard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the keyboards are red.
Right. It's like playing a piano with 4 hands, right?
Well, yeah, I'm going to say probably not. Well, what we're going to do, we'll head over to Sava's, the four of you, and you see her actually boarding up over a broken window.
Oh.
And just as you're approaching, you can just see her with a hammer just pounding on pounding a board into the window.
Hello. Do you require assistance?
I'll help hold it.
Oh, here. Yes, please. Here, I'll hold this. You look big and strong.
You talking to me or Trav?
She's looking at you.
Is Trav offended by the nails being hit into wood, though?
Why?
Because it's made of wood boy.
This is like not the level of technology that would offend me as a druid, and this is not the level of aliveness that would offend me as a wood.
I see.
And,
no, it seems like corpse bothering to me.
Okay.
I mean,
She says, "Aren't you
circle of life."
She says, "Aren't you the group that just fought off the Sandpoint Devil?"
We are. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Indeed. Us and Keith.
who's Keith?
This is Keith. Keith waves.
And she kind of
Actually, Keith is
she's holding the wood up, and she just kind of turns and gives a.
Keith is more noticeable than both Limtrick and Trav because Keith is medium-sized.
He is medium-sized.
The only reason the Raven Man isn't as noticeable is because the Raven Man is flying.
And well, it's good to meet you all. What are you doing over here?
We are looking for help transferring magic runes.
I was just cleaning up from the attack. Some debris busted out my window.
And we're helping.
Yeah. I was cleaning up and I was going to go to bed.
Oh, we're sorry to bother you this late, but if we can get those runes transferred onto weapons we use, then we can defend better against the arrival of whatever that beast was again, should it arrive, or hunt it down into its lair, which we plan to do.
So you're asking me to work through the night?
Can
Is what
you?
you're...
We would very much appreciate it, and the town would certainly sleep safer. Perhaps I could roll diplomacy here.
You sure
Really
can.
letting Trav speak.
Because
ahead.
I actually am an expert in diplomacy.
Oh, nice.
All right, expert.
Oh, it rolled off of a 20 onto an 8, which is only a total of 20.
Which is only a total of 20. Well, that is going to be a success.
Yay.
And she says, well, I'm going to have to charge a little extra.
Okay. Then for charging extra, we give her the basic rune, which costs less. I'm assuming it's going to be 1%, right? So we give her to charge extra. We give her the one that costs 6 gold.
It would be a flat surcharge. You don't know. You didn't ask.
Okay, perhaps now is the time to discuss this. I don't know how this works.
Yeah,
This is like my
Dimitri,
second time in a town.
Dimitri, I'm never getting into business with you.
Yeah.
In or out of character.
And she says, well, I can do it for, well, let's see. What runes do you need transferred first?
Perhaps we should walk inside and show you the item.
All right. Now Brenna finishes hammering in the last of the nails, and she says, yeah, let's go in and show me what you have.
So I think both of those runes are on Rip Nugget's dog slicer, aren't they?
Yes.
Well, I mean, did we find anything else with a potency rune?
Armor potency, yes.
Oh.
Guess all the armor had on it was just a potency room.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose somebody
guys have-
could get that one.
In your...
Party time. Party stash time.
we gotta really go through that.
Ooh, we have a +1 ogre hook,
Yes.
but we also have a +1 striking wounding.
So,
Slicer.
yeah, so you have the striking and wounding. You have another striking spear. So you could move a striking over to another weapon. Does Brenna have striking?
Yeah.
We have an unusual sling.
And an unusual sling. So there's stuff that you still need to identify.
How unusual is it?
It's so unusual.
Real-
We've had it for a while and still haven't figured it out.
What's up, Mark?
I just wanted to mention that Dorian already has a striking rune on his longbow that he'll transfer over. So if he takes the wounded, if you want to offer to him, he can, which would leave us an additional striking for anything else we might need.
Well, we have several extra like in the stash inventory, there's a couple of weapons we're not using that we can move the striking from. So my thought was we keep you with that striking longbow so that while somebody's working on the other bow, you still have a striking longbow.
I assumed you would want to use the leave it on your longbow in case you were outdoors again, like you did have this one. So you could switch between the two weapons for indoor and outdoor.
Yeah, if we have more than enough, I'll do that.
Yeah. We can take it off of the spear, which I think was one of the goblin spears, the ones they were poking the hodag with.
But she says, well, if you pay me an extra 10 gold, I'll move both of those runes over for you. I'll work through the night.
Done.
So it'd be a total of 45 gold, roughly.
I can take that.
It sounds
well. There's plenty in the party stash here.
Yeah, it sounds like a good deal.
We also have the two. Sorry.
So she says she agrees to do those two, and you could sell her some of the weapons that you have or armor if you wanted. You got the +1 old iron longsword, regular sturdy shield.
Okay, so here is something that I would like to do. I would like Trav to take that sturdy shield.
Okay.
Okay. Is anybody capable of repairing magic objects?
I think so.
Okay. The reason I want that is not necessarily for me, but because there is a rank 3 spell. I was going through spells. We're going to have a conversation about that. But there's a rank 3 spell that basically says animate a shield and have it float around whoever you want.
Yeah.
And then I can use my reaction to shield block for that person.
I'm familiar with the spell because Nicodemus had it. Unfortunately, Nicodemus never got a chance to fucking use it.
Then do you remember the name? Because I can't seem to remember what it is.
Dancing Shield, I think.
No, it can't be that easy.
It really can.
Oh, that's because it's a rank 2, not a rank 3.
2.
Okay, yes. So yeah, you have to sustain it though. So it would be me. But it would basically let me shield block for somebody else using that shield.
So she's going to go ahead and do that for you guys. And she asks if there's anything else that she can do for you.
How long would it take for you to identify some things for us?
Magical, she says.
Seems that way, yeah.
You're talking to the wrong person.
Sorry.
Well,
That's not my forte.
Sorry,
we just have new party members join the party who have never attempted to identify these items before.
You are correct.
So they could roll identification on these unusual items, can't they?
Yep.
Indeed.
So I assume you would cast...
Well, yes, I cast Detect Magic, and I pinpoint which auras are magical, and then they can roll on that. I do not have the other cantrip prepared, so no +2s.
Okay. I got our... Sorry.
Go ahead, and I'll let Limtrick. I'm getting tongue-tied with the names now.
It's
with a whole new cast.
Well, maybe
right, we'll
if somebody didn't keep killing off the old cast, you wouldn't have to.
Just saying, dude.
Go ahead and give me a roll on the unusual sling.
What are we rolling?
Any of the magic traditions.
I have Arcana.
That's fine.
How about religion?
Sure.
Those are numbers.
I got a 4.
I rolled a 1.
The sling continues to be unusual for a little while longer.
Yep, it is a very unusual sling.
It's for cleaning bowling balls, actually.
All right, there is a ring. Go ahead.
Okay.
Is there?
Yep.
Here we go.
Unusual
Occultism.
ring.
That's better.
Uh-huh.
That is definitely also better. I got a 23.
17.
It remains unusual.
Fabulous. I love that phrase. This is amazing radio right here.
There is an unusual object. Go ahead and give me another roll.
And we don't even know what it is. It's just an object.
Yes.
It is a book.
Okay.
So unusual.
22.
A 22. That will help you identify that.
Ooh.
Woohoo.
What you have here is a codex of unimpeded sight. On this cover, the cover, a female figure peers through her blindfold from the cover of this stately tome. So this is a grimoire. So it has a...
It's a spell book. When you mouse over the grimoire, it actually gives you a description that starts with spell books.
Yep. So it is kind of, it is like a spell book. But with this, you when you cast a divination spell prepared from this grimoire, you can get a glimpse into the truth of things using seek or recall knowledge.
It's a once per day free action.
Yes.
So if you cast a divination spell prepared out of this spell book, then once per day, as a free action, you can seek or recall knowledge. Does anybody use a spell book?
I was about to say, I'm going to say it's 215 gold.
Yes.
Yep.
Everybody can use 215 gold, but not everybody can use a spell book.
Exactly.
True. I mean, I prepare spells, but I don't have a book.
All right.
We have a plethora of unusual objects.
So we're going to sell that.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Anything else for us to fail to identify?
There are some scrolls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and roll me some money scrolls.
Are we rolling individually?
Let's see here. Let's start with... Yeah, just go ahead and start rolling.
I got a 21. Oh, there we go.
29.
All right. Scroll of Clairaudience.
I love that.
Okay. To go with the book.
I got a 27.
A Scroll of Translate, 2.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
30.
You couldn't have got these.
Scroll of Mind Reading.
Oh, sure, that'll come in handy.
What?
If we remember we have it.
I got a 25.
And a Scroll of See the Unseen.
Okay.
Okay.
Mind reading's uncommon.
You guys killed it on that.
Yep. That we did.
Yeah, so those are the things that you have identified, just the scrolls.
Okay, so what still needs to be identified?
The ring, the sling. The breastplate has a question mark next to it.
Does it?
It does. Does that mean it's unidentified?
No, it's identified.
Okay.
You could try to identify it again if you'd like.
Okay.
Well, I guess detect magic is magical.
It is magical.
Oh, it is? Then I don't remember.
I mean, there's no reason not to.
I don't remember ever rolling on the breastplate.
Oh, I thought I told you guys it was a +1 breastplate.
Oh, okay.
Oh, then never mind.
But with a critical success limb trick,
Oh.
you get a little extra information. This breastplate has a curse.
Oh, what kind of curse?
Well, let's talk a little bit about that.
Wouldn't you like to know what kind of curse?
Yes, that's why I asked the question.
I would actually.
Desire to know more intensifies.
Well, your buddy Rip Nugget
Yeah.
was a grave knight.
Yep.
And for those of us who don't actually know what that means in or out of character,
Do you know what that means?
Matt does.
Are we asking like the audience, like your Dora the Explorer?
No, I was asking Dimitri.
no, that's why I said in or out of character.
Oh, okay. Matt, you said you know it, right?
I do.
Go ahead and
I
explain what a grave knight is.
Okay. So, a Grave Knight is a kind of undead that is created when I believe you fail to defend a place you were supposed to defend, and you continue to try to defend that place afterwards. And what happens is essentially you are tied to a piece of equipment or armor.
Mm-hmm.
And you can be vanquished, but you will return and kind of regenerate from the armor at some point. And the only way you can be destroyed permanently is by destroying the armor.
Oh.
Kind of like a martial version of a lich.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, good call.
Yep. So yeah,
let
you
me
know
see
that
if I understand it correctly. If we drop this into the sea, he'll come back, drown, come back, drown, come back, drown.
Why would he drown if he's undead?
he doesn't breathe.
God damn it. Well, trapping him in the aqueous orb wouldn't have helped then.
No.
Probably not. Ryan, does the information that we get about this tell us how to destroy the armor?
Typically, how you would destroy the armor is essentially you throw it into a volcano or something like that.
Do we conveniently have a volcano somewhere in the hinterlands?
No. But
It's not.
Good.
what I was going to say is if you guys can come up with a different way that's not something that's so far out in left field for this adventure.
All right, so guessing that Rip Nugget was created because he failed to protect Thistletop.
Mm-hmm.
So if we bring the armor back to Thistletop and then tear it apart there and say we release you, maybe
Tear it apart with one.
I don't know.
I would say, like, if you guys,
I mean, Father
find a way
Xanthus
to
is fond of
disintegrate it?
rituals that do stuff with undead, right?
Can we melt it in the glassworks?
I was actually about to say the same thing. The glass kilns and the glassworks, can we get them hot enough to melt down the armor?
maybe.
The glassworks not active right now. It is condemned, is it not?
Yeah, it's condemned.
Yeah, in the book it says it's a hazard.
Mm-hmm.
It's allegedly haunted.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been one of the options for pre-adventure encounters that leveled us up.
Might have been.
Could we-
Or
could
it's,
we also-
anything that's allegedly haunted is actually 100% haunted.
But then could we clear it out? And honestly, that's something that's been on Limtrick's mind as well, because living above ground is weird. Sorry, it's true, but rat folk are subterranean. It's been something that's been on Limtrick's mind, that would any of the allegedly subterranean areas under the former glassworks be available for rental rather than living above ground.
Who's the landlord here?
Minkai, I think.
Yes. So you guys know that you guys would have a ticking clock to destroy this.
Would we?
Yes. They typically regenerate within 1 to 10 days. Not business
On their
days.
own?
Shit.
Doesn't someone have to wear the armor?
No.
There's a blacksmith in town, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And-
the real quick to answer Brian's question, you can wear it and it will take over the body that is inhabiting the armor,
So
or
Why don't we-
it will regenerate just a new body in 1 to 10 days.
why don't we, in the meantime, set it up in a shitload of pikes so he can regenerate into the fucking pikes?
Honestly, I was going to say, can we get a big tank, fill it with holy water, and then just leave the armor in there, and hopefully it keeps him at bay until we can come up with a
Yes,
way
Father
to
Xanthus
destroy it.
bathwater.
Is that available on the internet? Is that part of our OnlyFans? Father Xanthus bathwater?
No, I think his side piece took it with her.
Ryan, would that be an option to keep the regeneration at bay?
You don't think so? No.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, he would definitely regenerate into a vat of fucking holy water.
Yeah.
That would suck.
It would hurt for a second till I got out of it.
Not if we seal the fucking container.
No, hold on. I think the better idea was to take it to the blacksmith and have the armor altered. You know, we can make him shorter. We can make him thinner. He has to regenerate to the shape of the armor, right?
Hold on, but the breastplate has a potency rune on it.
Mm-hmm.
We can take that off,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not. It's no longer magical. It is just your its own fucking magic curse kind of
Yeah, it
thing.
would just be cursed armor.
Okay, so that should make it easier to melt,
Or to kill Rip Nugget if he regenerates.
and we would have a potency rune.
That we could put onto an armor. Yes, brilliant. Okay, so I guess that's what we're doing tomorrow?
Okay.
Because this is kind of...
In the meantime, I'm putting this armor on a pike.
All right. So you take that armor, you put it on a pike just in case it regenerates overnight. Sava tells you that she will get to work on transferring these runes.
Ooh, not a pike. The ogre hook.
I've already switched them over for ease. So you will have a +1 dog slicer that you can sell for 35 gold pieces. And I'll let you guys go through that and decide what you want to do and with all of your goodies in there, and we will figure out who can buy and sell those.
We should definitely sell the dog slicers so that the regenerating what's-his-face doesn't have it.
Well, we don't... He would have to come and take it.
Right. And now it's in the store, somewhere where the armor isn't. And, I don't know, where does one go to get a bathtub to fill with holy water?
Or we could climb to the top of the cathedral, right? We take the armor with us and we chain it to the top of the steeple. So even if he regenerates, he's fucking stuck up there.
Cathedral has been sanctified, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've seen how well that works.
That was underground.
Yeah.
I believe that was specifically the defense Father Xanthus used. We can't consecrate all of the underground, which, is bullshit because that's where all the bodies are.
Not anymore.
So, yeah, Sava says she's going to finish working on that. She'll work on it through the night. She says that you can come back probably noon tomorrow.
And
come back around 11 Z's or lunchtime. And
we got to go back to Father Xanthus and talk to him about this breastplate.
Okay. You don't think now would be the good time to do that?
Well, he has something better to fucking do.
Rest to get spells for tomorrow?
Fuck him.
So he can heal your ass?
There's an impending grave night. He can wake up and lose some sleep.
No, you can
seriously.
You can go over and talk to him.
Grave night, I sleep.
All right, so you guys...
Noalia's spirit needs comfort? Oh, yes, I'll wake up.
All right, so you guys make your way back over to talk to Father Xanthus. And who's familiar with Father Xanthus, where he sleeps and all that? Just Dorian?
I probably am.
The walking cauldron's still with us. It can walk.
Go find Father Xanthus.
Right. Well, you make your way over to his quarters. You pound on the door.
I'm just picturing, the Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey Mouse.
And he takes a little bit. Door opens. He's in his night clothes. You guys are back?
Father Xanthus, we need your opinion on this. And I show him the breastplate.
It's armor. What do you...
Look more closely.
Take it to Sava.
Look more closely. We just came from Sava, and we just identified it as something very bad.
What?
Blah, 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 grave night. Blah, blah,
yada,
blah.
yada, yada, grave night.
Oh, grave night?
Rip Nugget.
Rip Nugget apparently was a grave knight.
Mm-hmm.
That explains some of the rumors of... Come in. Just...
Oh. Now you see why we came to you immediately.
All right. Well, why did you bring it to me?
Are you not the local expert in things divine that may counteract undead?
Would you have any advice on how to get rid of it?
Disintegrate? Drop it in a volcano?
Right. Anything that practical that can be acted upon currently.
Consecration?
Oh, consecration. Let me double check on consecrate ritual here.
Yeah, I think last time we figured out that it's not actually worth doing because it doesn't last.
But you know what? We'll step outside of the rules a little bit here because I like the idea. Well, I think maybe we could delay it.
Oh, yes. Isn't there a spell that will delay the rising of an undead? Perhaps I could roll nature. Because I still have no religion.
Yeah,
Did you lose it?
I was in the corner.
Were you in the spotlight?
Well, now you're putting me in one.
I am with the right people. I have a bit of religion too.
So I am unfamiliar with a spell that does that. That's why I was going to say you could use the consecrate.
I don't even know if there's a gentle repose or equivalent in this edition.
Peaceful rest.
Peaceful rest. Okay. Yeah, so that's for a corpse. So I would just say, I'll say that you guys could use the consecrate ritual, and if it works, it'll delay.
Delay's a good thing.
Yeah.
Until we can find a fucking volcano.
Yep. But he also tells you maybe, I don't know if he does, but maybe Ilsawari would be able to disintegrate it for you.
Can Ilsawari do that?
Well, we're going to have to ask.
Sure.
But probably in the morning.
I don't think he can.
I mean, out of all of us, I think...
probably not. He's not that high level.
Limtrick would want to know.
No. You would probably have to take it to Magnamar for that high level magic, but I wouldn't recommend you taking that to Magnamar.
What? You don't want a grave knight running around in a major city? You're so irresponsible.
We can take it to Last Wall. Hold on. Fuck this. Fuck Sandpoint. Bye. Let's go, guys.
Wait, no, guys, you've always been asking to go to Riddleport.
No, we don't want a grave knight.
There's no volcano in Riddleport either.
Yet.
So if you want to come back tomorrow, we can prepare the ritual. I'll need a couple of secondary casters.
Okay, I think I can help with that.
There is actually another thing we will want to discuss with Father Xanthus tomorrow.
No, because secondary checks are crafting and performance. What the fuck? It must be worshippers of your religions.
He has acolytes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has acolytes. He says, lock it up, and he has a chest, goes and grabs a key. Lock it up in here, and me and some of the acolytes will work to consecrate it tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. But the other thing that we will want to talk to him about once he properly wakes up is one of his acolytes joined this cult.
You're going to talk to him about that right now?
No.
How do you know that?
That was out of character. Those were things we...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only character who currently knows that is Dorian.
Yep.
I don't remember if we shared that on the way into the pit, because I think at that point we were expecting that Nicodemus, Trav, Dorian, and Deriali would be going after the cult. Rip Nugget wasn't a factor.
And we ran into a Rip Nugget,
Right.
Yeah.
Dorian, what do you think, as far as knowledge goes, that you would have passed along like that?
Dorian probably would have shared everything. He has no love for the church.
And that's definitely true.
Yeah, so that's probably something you can talk to him about tomorrow, or...
No, fuck him. He doesn't get to sleep.
You know what? Yes. Let him worry through the night. Why not?
So, okay.
Sorry, I was channeling
go ahead.
Jacob there.
Who brings it up with Father Xanthus?
And Dorian's the only one who actually knows.
Dorian, do you think you bring it up with Father Xanthus?
Yes. I'm scrambling to remember the exact details, though. So
That was
Theron,
yep. In the with the statues and Asmarelli.
in the library with the
Gargoyles, like in the
with the candlestick,
chapel.
yeah.
In the chapel.
in the chapel. The one that took Mizuki and
Jacob.
Yeah, so he would basically just say, Father Xanthus, believe we had run into a friend of yours that has made a living down in the pit. I have been messing with runes for 2 days, but this acolyte had kidnapped 2 of our companions, which you have known, and doing God knows what with them down there. I don't have much info. I don't know but a name and a personality, but do you have any insight into who they might be or their motivations? And I do want you to know that I relish to be the one to tell you this news. But it's most important that I get some information, so in a few days' time when I'm back, if I'm back, I will be making fun of you.
Theron came to the church some months ago. He's been here for a while. I haven't seen him in a couple days, so that makes sense.
Does it? Normally when you don't see people for a couple days, they might be on a bender. They might not, be in a pit kidnapping people.
Well, it makes sense that I haven't seen him with what you're telling me.
Oh, I see.
I don't know much about him. I can only assume that he lied to me. He did say he was from Corvosa.
I assume, though, with all the opulence here in the cathedral and the money that you take from the denizens of Sandpoint, that your HR and screening policies might be a little bit better. But most importantly, he disappeared a couple of days ago and ended up in the pit. Did he have any weird behavior before leaving? Besides lying to you about Corvosa, I feel there must have been some social interactions that may give us clues as to his ultimate motive.
He was particularly interested in schedules and making friends.
There are so many alarm bells going off here that your inability to see them isn't indicative of seclusion of priesthood or not, but like you deal with people on a daily basis. And the fact that I'm the one that has to tell you how horrible it is that you did not see this, truly, truly relish it. I might think you an idiot. I might.
You think so highly of me, Dorian. And he just kind of bites his lip. Yes, mistakes clearly were made.
Mistakes were made.
See, the problem here, Father Xantus, is increasingly I'm finding that it's your mistakes, right? We are currently hated because you had a seance that not a lot of people like. Now, all of a sudden, I have compatriots that are kidnapped and probably being tortured because you didn't think that the guy that lied to you, that was super interested in your schedules, wasn't odd at all. What's going to be the next thing? These all come in threes, right? Are you a doom? Is your idiocy the sixth doom of Sandpoint?
Oh, shit.
I assure you, I want nothing but the best for Sandpoint.
Yeah, you have to be sane.
Wow.
And I have no excuse. It's hard to come by priests. It's not a glamorous profession.
I'm a priest.
Dorian just looks up at, like, the ceiling, the gold-painted ceiling, towering 100 feet above us. Yeah, definitely not glamorous. You guys pay tax on this land here?
And I think we can be done for tonight.
We've assassinated the high priest enough for tonight.
We woke him up for this. And now he's just going to go to bed and stare at the ceiling.
Just gonna slip him a drink. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
I think with that, I'm also going to drop the reputation with the cathedral.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to actually do that.
It's probably fair.
Yeah.
You go from admired down to liked, but yeah. I'm only dropping it 3. But that was pretty brutal.
Okay.
That's not worth it. I think I deserve a hero.
That was
quite honest.
That was hard not to laugh, so I will give Dorian a hero point for that. That was pretty awesome. Trading reputation for hero points. But yeah, he's like, I don't have time for this. We'll take care of the armor tomorrow. He just like waits for you guys to leave and slams the door behind you. So it's getting much later at night here. There's not a lot you could do, so I assume you guys kind of probably take your leave from each other and go rest.
Yeah.
So someone with the idea of the patrols and the sand and the water in different places, like, that was actually a great idea. As we go, do we see, like, patrols out and about?
Yeah, as you guys are making your way back and forth around, well, from Savas to the cathedral are really close to each other, but they're not far from the garrison. You do see extended patrols, town guards walking about, keeping an eye on the sky.
Okay. So obviously they are at least aware of what happened tonight.
Well, yeah, they were there fighting it, and then when it screamed,
and then they weren't.
Yeah. Mechanically, they failed their save and ran away.
Yeah.
You guys go to sleep.
We get to click that pretty button.
Not yet.
Okay. I don't like that.
Yeah, you guys make your way back to rest. Dorian, your night is not so restful. You are racked with dreams, nightmares. You have this vision. You're in darkness, or all you see is darkness and hear scream. You hear the screams of Mizuki and Jacob.
Ranveig?
And Ranveig.
Not
I mean, no, he wants to hear the screams of Jacob.
No, that's the good part of the dream.
You're hearing the screams of those 3, and it's just off in the distance, but you can clearly make out their voices. And then you see Dariali get struck down, your closest friend, struck down by Rip Nugget. You're just like reliving that over and over, the screams of terror. And right before you wake up, you see again that vision of these ginormous wings that envelop the city and come around you. And you hear just the screams of the whole town and like the crunching of bones, the crunching of the city. And you wake up in a cold sweat. How do you respond?
He wakes up panting, and I think he's sad about Dariali, but I don't know if there's much he can do. Like, does Dorian know it's a dream? Obviously.
When you wake up, yeah, you realize that it was a dream.
Sorry, I got Biggie in my head. It was all a dream. So, to be completely honest, he might go back to Father Xantus and talk with him, despite the tongue lashing that. He might actually talk to one of the other magic users, because I guess the thing is, though, that there is some aspect of vision associated with this and just a bad dream. But this is now the second time where the wings have enveloped the entirety of the town. You know what I mean? So I didn't know if there's any farsight or what's like rolling bones called? There's
augury?
Yeah, augury. But like some aspect of future parsing.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't think of anybody else that would be familiar with it because he's not a magic user, right? He's not familiar with the cult, nothing like that. So he'd really look to seek out something, since that's the common thread. Like, why is this happening? What does it mean?
Okay. So you guys can now hit the rest button.
Woohoo! Yay!
Morning comes. Yeah, the Sandpoint Devil did not strike again.
Okay.
Did not come to seek its revenge yet. And Dorian, you wake up, and do you make your way to Il-Sawari, or you're gonna go to Father Xantus?
No, probably Il-Sawari, actually. If Dorian knows that they could be helpful, he doesn't want to certainly not scream at Father Xantus. So much so that it affects the relationship, and then within 8 hours be like, hey, bud, totally joking.
But I think also that's a real, I think Dorian would be mad. He just lost his friends. Everybody he's been adventuring with is missing or passed, right? So why wouldn't he be mad, right? And Father Xantus is kind of the one that brought you guys all together, right? So I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that he can't feel shame or anything around it, right? I think it's all good feeling out. He grows from this. But so you make your way over to Il-Sawari probably first thing in the morning before anybody else has got to you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at first light, assuming he's not going to get back to sleep, he'll be up and out and about.
Yeah, so you make your way over to Il-Sawari, and Letty lets you in. She's surprised to see you alone. He invites you in. Dorian, what brings you to me? You don't look well.
Yeah, I've had some dreams that continue to happen, and I need someone to help me parse the information. Do I look tired?
Yeah, looks like you had a rough night of sleep.
Yeah, I mean, the sleep is the least of it, but with the pit, flying dragons and stuff, but yeah, didn't sleep well.
Yeah, you've been through a lot lately. What are you hoping to... How can I help you?
So I've had this recurring dream, and last night, some facet of it was the death and dismemberment of my team members and traveling companions and dare I say friends. But the part that continues to bother me is it seems like a figure, a gigantic figure, like the Sandpoint Devil or something similar. I hear the screaming of the entirety of Sandpoint as its big leathery wings kind of coalesce and encircle the entirety of Sandpoint. So I did not sleep well watching my friends die over and over, but I need to better understand why this is happening, why Sandpoint in its entirety, and what it means.
Sandpoint's had a long history of bad things, I guess, when you're built on top of ancient ruins.
Right, but I don't seem like the most obvious person to be told about those. Well, why is it being channeled through me? What does that mean?
Maybe it's because you've been to the pit? You've encountered the Sandpoint Devil?
Yeah, maybe. I've grown up beneath in the tunnels of Sandpoint.
Has this ever happened?
I've not been to the pit. No, this is the first time, but you bring up a good point. Maybe my new compatriots were in... Oh, no, well, one of them was in the pit. I don't know. Do trees dream? Do druids dream? I don't know much about them. And this one specifically is real weird. So, maybe I could at least ask him. He's seen the Sandpoint Devil. He's been in the pit with me.
Yeah, I can't explain why he wouldn't. I mean, do you know that he hasn't had this dream?
He seems very forthcoming about literally anything in his mind, so if I have not heard about it, I assume that he is not.
I would love some time to do some research.
Yeah, and Dorian would try to like crudely draw out everything that he sees, any small differences between the two dreams, if he can recall that.
Mm-hmm. So if you remember right, the first time you witnessed the wings was when you failed that save against the spell, right?
That's right. I'm conflating.
So that's when you got the wing thing. And so this is like your first dream of all of it. And now it's just like a bad dream of all the bad shit that happened to you or your party.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, when that spell happened, though, you said very specifically it was like a fear element too. Like, what is Dorian most afraid of, or something like that?
It was a fear element, but no, it wasn't like what you're most afraid of. But it was like, but it is that.
Gotcha.
And you tell him that, and he's like, I would like some time to read through some of my magic books to see if I can figure out that effect. Just kind of putting pieces together, like you saw that first in the fight, and then just the other pieces with your Jerry Alley dying and Nicodemus dying, and the other two being captured, and like the screams of being tortured, but in blackness, right? And he's just like, let me do a little reading to kind of see if I can piece something together for you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it, and I appreciate it, but those first portions, they might be related to guilt, which I'm no stranger to. You know, I'm not concerned. I don't know what research you'll have with Dairy Alley dying and screaming, but I saw that, you know.
Have you talked to Father Xantus about it?
We're taking a break from each other right now.
Oh, on a break. on a break, huh? Not a breakup?
Yeah, right. He needs some time to cool down. He's very angry last I saw him.
Yeah, come back maybe tomorrow.
I can try. We're wrapping up some loose ends and we'll be off shortly, but I'll definitely try tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry you're experiencing that and reliving it. For what it's worth, what you're doing is greatly appreciated.
Yes, I thank you for saying that. There's no better way to show your appreciation than monetarily.
Well, do you have anything to sell? I'll buy something from you. You got some scrolls?
No.
Didn't we agree to meet up there with the Thessalonian stuff so that they can read it?
We're not there yet, though.
But this would be a good time for us to burst in with the Thessalonian stuff.
This is Dorian's therapy session.
Yeah.
He's discovering his PTSD.
Yes.
It smells like someone's having bad dreams in here. Here's this book. Read this.
So, yeah, you guys have the books. We'll cut over to Limtrick. I assume you have the books, knowing that you can read them. What are you thinking? Are you thinking there or Brodert?
Yeah, I want to bring it to Brodert just in case I want to cross-reference with other stuff that he has.
I think you would know Brodert as
he would be the person
foremost
that I would go to. Yeah, 100%. I also scoop up my friend Bobrak, so we can sit down together, at least sit, drink tea, and talk while we're working, and maybe he can help.
Okay. At first glance, you think there's two different sets of papers and books here.
Mm-hmm.
Each set you think will take at least 4 hours of reading to get you some solid information.
Not a problem.
Skimming through it.
You mean the cult notes versus the Thessalonian stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you guys go there together, or is this something that Limtrick is doing alone?
I mean, I tell them where I'm going and what I'm doing. If they feel like they can help, they should come. If they don't and they find that there's something else more productive to do, no shade.
Trav will come along.
Okay.
Excellent.
And because some of those journals are in common and Trav can read common.
Okay.
I mean, Brennan will come along too. Yeah.
So you guys make your way over to Brodert's, and
although honestly, before going to Brodert, because if we're going to Brodert, which is the driest place in Sandpoint, we have to bring alcohol because
You guys stop for a couple drinks to bring to Brodert's. So
not for Brodert, but
right. So Brennican Two-Fist.
Oh, yeah.
And
can't drink all day if you don't start early.
You guys knock on the door, Hear his feet shuffling over to the door.
I hate Broderick so much.
Limdrick, how are you?
I'm well, Broderick. How are you? I bring a bounty.
Oh, what do you have?
I open the bag that I have and I show him the books and such.
Oh,
right.
Where are these from?
Well, I went.
The pit.
Yes, the adventurers went into the pit, and
I can tell you.
Tell him, Trev.
Yes, these.
Oh,
actually,
pardon me.
Can we go inside?
Let me be polite. Brodert, Trav.
Oh, yes, names. Oh, and Brina?
Nice to meet you.
Brodert.
Oh, Brina's from here.
That doesn't mean I met Brodert.
Okay.
I'm just pointing
Don't run in the same circles, right?
twigs at people and saying names now. Like, there.
Come on in.
Broder's not exactly life of the party, so he's not exactly Cadenite material. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
He doesn't run in the same circles. Partly,
He doesn't run.
yes, that's why.
Excuse me, I was just reading and drinking some tea.
So Trav
Starts
will
cleaning up some
explain
books again.
that those were Thessalonian materials found in the pit in a chamber that Ripnugget was using as his lair. And some of them are slightly singed because Nicodemus and Ripnugget used fire in that room. And some of them are slightly damp because Trav used an aqueous orb in that room.
I like that you threw Rip Nugget under the bus, but Rip Nugget actually did not hit any of the books.
Well, he did use fire in that room. That's technically correct.
Technically correct. You are correct about that, yes.
And the rest, Trav didn't experience them himself, but Trav has been told by Dorian that Dorian and Dariali found these scrolls among the things that the cult of the Sandpoint Devil had. So you guys who can actually read Thessalonian can look through the Thessalonian books, and Trav and maybe Brenna can look through the scrolls.
Yep. I will poke my way through the Thessalonian books.
And hopefully with two people taking the job, it will take less time.
Sounds good.
All right, so I'll start with the Thessalonian stuff. You sit down with Brodert, and he is absolutely fascinated. So I'll just say that between the two, you guys tag teaming this, it'll be 4 hours total. So, okay, Brodert is going to aid Dariali, or is going to aid Limtrick.
Man.
I knew it was going to happen. Go ahead and give me either an academic lore, library lore, or arcana check.
I have Thessalonian lore.
Sure. I think I'm going to raise the DC on the Thessalonian lore.
Oh man, I have arcana.
Okay.
I also popped a cognitive mutagen for the first time.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's big brain time.
I like how they gave up on the whole cognatogen.
Yeah. So let's roll us some dice. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Yes, sir. I rolled a 16 plus 16 for a total of 32.
32. All right. With that, you spend, like I said, 4 hours reading through this. And what you discover is the Rune Lord Karzug had ordered the construction of hidden complexes in the region known as the Pit.
Okay.
And it looks like he was intending to use these for a spy network. And this name keeps popping up in these books, Lyra LaRue. And you get the idea that she was in charge.
Can we spell that?
LIRALARUE. All one word.
I gotta be honest, this does not seem like the most fantasy role-playing name I've ever heard.
No.
The uppermost levels of the complex were used as barracks for spies. There is where Lyra LaRue discovered a strange slab of transparent crystal that had unusual divinatory powers that she was able to enhance.
So she juiced up a crystal.
Mm-hmm.
That always goes well.
Like, oh, a strange rock. Let me fuck with it.
But also, in this research, something else comes up for you. You can roll another Arcana check or Occultism. You would like?
Yeah, it does not matter unless the DC matters.
No, you can choose one or the other.
Okay. I honestly thought I was going to roll a 2. I have a 29.
29, that's a good roll.
Is Brodert's assistance going to make that a 30?
Brodert's assistance will make that a 31.
Yay.
Oh, excuse me, Brodert Quink.
But the notes seem incomplete.
Okay.
And he's super fascinated by it. And he's like, I was trying to tell Dariali about this. There's the lighthouse right out my window here.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a lighthouse.
God damn it. Fucking every conversation with fucking Broder, every fucking campaign.
Never say that Brodert is not focused.
But that's old news. That's old. This has the information to. There's a control for it, and it looks like you could really, or somebody could do some serious damage with this if it's not refocused.
Okay. How do we know how one would do that? Is the control here?
Well, Dariali and he told me there's a passage, and that looks like it goes towards the sea, which kind of lines up with the Hellstorm Flume. And this mentions a focus.
What's a Hellstorm Flume?
The old light.
The old light.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, and this was just as I thought. It was a weapon.
Okay.
It could lay waste to the entire area if it was ever activated.
But it's destroyed.
Breastplate.
But it could true. But
Yes.
it's destroyed.
That
Is it still functional as is, Broderick?
I worry that in its current state, it would just explode and obliterate Sandpoint and everything around it.
Well,
But
that
would
won't
it
do.
also explode Rip Nugget's breastplate?
That won't do. How could we deactivate it?
What's the safe distance?
Outside the adventure path.
And I think we would, if you could investigate the flume, it looks like you could change its energy from destructive to this teleportation.
Huh?
And was there anything that you guys came across down there in the pit that was representative of teleporting? I see, and he shows you this diagram of, and it shows this 7-pointed star in a circle.
Oh, I've seen that.
Trav, have you seen something like this before?
Yes, in Rip Nugget's lair, there was this design on the floor in the center of the room. The room was, it wasn't directly in the center. It was kind of off-center, but lined up with the doorway. And then to both the right and the left sides, there was the same design, but in like corners and alcoves. And I think one side had like a couple of, was it desiccated corpses or skeletons? I don't recall. But on the other side, I'm sorry?
And a weasel.
Well, yes, I'm not currently mentioning the weasel because the weasel, despite all of its importance to us, is not Thessalonian.
You don't know that.
I hope.
I mean, right over there, that's a weasel.
Honestly, if Sausage is the ultimate villain of the entire adventure path, I will take my hat off to the creators.
That would be so brilliant.
Ryan's
It was sausage all along.
Ryan's taking notes now.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a much better story than the AP actually tells.
I mean, eventually we might bump off the Sandpoint Devil and Sausage might step into the gap.
I believe
Become the new cryptid.
No, but Ryan, I wasn't there as Limtrick. Didn't we realize while we were down there that there was teleportation magic?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
you think that they were teleportation circles of some sort, yeah. But he goes on to tell you, yes, that like I think you can, with following these directions here, you'll have to do some investigation down there, but it might be a faster way into the pit if you can refocus the energy, or
Down where?
maybe
All right,
maybe down at the
Rodert.
flume.
Let me see if I understand you correctly. Teriali told you that there was a tunnel under the Sandpoint Cathedral?
Yes.
Okay, and following that tunnel, you think we can get into the flume, which is the old light? Like, how would we enter the ruin?
So he tells, well, there's the flume, but there's the focus. That's where the energy is. That I don't think you have to go to the flume. I think if you can redirect the energy from the focus that powers the flume.
How would we find this focus?
But I'm sorry, is this not a raising alarm bells for anybody else? Why would we want to do that?
I think what he's suggesting is, if we don't do this, the cult might just explode Sandpoint.
As opposed to what? Offering up a transportation that is going to go to fuck knows where and summon fucking the fucking Gozer the Gozerian. I don't need that. No one needs that.
Brodert, is there a way for us to control whether this opens and closes? Like, could there be a key of some kind or a passcode or something where nobody could use it but us?
I think you have to have the directions, the understanding of how to use it. There's no way to. It looks like it's limited in its power.
Okay.
And you have to focus it at a particular space.
So it would be from Sandpoint to the pit?
That's what it looks like. Yes. You have to have knowledge of a spot in there.
It's an awful fucking idea.
Still, how would we get to wherever this thing is to refocus it?
Well, Jerry Alley said it was underneath the cathedral.
Okay, so essentially you don't, despite spending your entire life in this town next to this thing, you still don't know what's under it.
You know full well that that's true.
Yes, but Trav doesn't. This is literally the second time Trav has walked into Sandpoint, and the first time Trav has had to deal with Brodert. I don't know if it's possible for a sentient bush to get a headache, but he is. Okay, so then what we need to do is we need to go back to the cathedral, then we need to find out how to go under the cathedral, and then we need to investigate the passage towards the sea that Teriali told you might lead into the flume, and then see if we can get into the flume.
Recalling back all those weeks and whatnot that we played, that passage was blocked off by a cave.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. But since then, things might have changed. Because, it's a new part of the adventure path.
Or you might have just missed something else down there.
Of course.
It's still a fucking awful idea.
Oh no, it's a terrible idea. But at this point, it's not this is an advantage you can have. It's let's defuse the nuclear bomb in the middle of Megaton.
That bomb was fine on its own. Only when you started fucking around with it did that bomb go off or not.
That is true. However, I think we can also end the adventure path early if we set it off.
You make a fair point.
So even in failure, there would be a silver lining of the mushroom cloud that used to be Sandpoint.
Obviously, we defeat the 7 dooms of Sandpoint if there is no more Sandpoint.
Right. First of all, it's 6. Well, no, technically Rip Nugget still exists. So yeah, it's still 6.75.
The 7 dooms for Sandpoint were actually our characters only.
Yeah. So I'm going to jump over to the other books now real quick.
What? Does Brinna have int? Please tell me you have int.
Sure.
Is it bigger than -1?
Yes.
Good. So you have at least one more skill than I do.
For this one, you don't even need a skill. You just have to be able to read.
Yay!
You just needed time. You had to take the time to do it.
Listen, my int is -1. I'll take it.
So you guys read through this, and you find a list of people that were planned to be captured and sacrificed to the Sandpoint Devil. And the reason for that is the cult believes that the Sandpoint Devil needs the right offerings to ascend to godhood.
Aha.
And they don't feel that the randoms that they were snatching off of the road were adequate.
Quality over quantity. I understand.
So
do
on
the
this
notes,
list...
But do the notes mention that they need to be all sacrificed at once?
No, it doesn't say that.
But whose names is on the list?
That's where I was going. Number 1 on the list is Father Xantus. And it's like circled, like we think this would be the perfect Mayor Deverin.
Circled, underlined, several hearts next to it.
Yeah, let's capture the mayor. That's never been done.
Acolyte Susie.
Not Susie.
If you remember several episodes ago, Theron was chatting up Susie, being very friendly with her.
Yeah, I didn't think anything of it other than a booty call.
Yeah. Acolyte Mizuki.
Sons of bitches.
And then it says Sage Town Elder.
You know what? We should let him capture Brodert. He will bore them to the point that they'll give up on their plan.
You see a name scratched out. It looks like it was written over really hard, like maybe angry when they scratched it out. And it said, "Got away. Rest of group ineffective."
Can we make out the name?
You spend some extra time trying to read this name, and the name comes up Erica.
Erica, okay.
Oh, out of character, I can remember. Let me know if you want me to say.
Yeah, you're part of this.
Okay, well, out of character, that is the adventurer who was telling you guys the intel of the pit. Remember, one guy got slurped when they had just approached it?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't remember. No?
The information was Erica's party. You got the information. Erica and her party went down there. She had gone to Magnamar to find a new party.
Oh,
Sam was the one we got the information from.
My bad. I made the mistake there.
You were in the right neighborhood.
You were close. But yeah, the central tenet of their faith is that the Sandpoint Devil is on the verge of becoming a god. And higher ranking members of the cult are stationed below.
Okay.
In the pit.
Okay.
It's their whereabouts aren't apparent. It's just below. Very vague.
Does it give us any idea who the rest, any of the other members of the cult are?
It does not.
Okay.
There's no names other than the names on this list of people to sacrifice.
We didn't snag their roster? Oh, come on.
How about handwriting analysis?
I mean, there was a guy mentioned by name to Dorian and Dariali during the encounter with the red-haired halfling.
Esmerelli.
Yes, but she said somebody left her there to babysit.
Jordis.
There you go. Thank you. And then the cultists that the party was fighting said something about Master Munt.
Yeah.
So we can imply that there's at least 4 ranks. Regular cultist, Esmerelli, Jordis, Master Munt.
And the Sandpoint Devil.
Well, yes, but he's divine.
Not yet?
Divine-ish?
Divine adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
Divinesque.
All right, guys. You guys got some information.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was good information.
Since it is the next morning, can we meet up with Dorian and try to identify those things again?
Sure.
Because today I prepared Read Order, and I can target up to 10 objects because it's heightened to 3rd level. So all of us will get a +2 circumstance bonus to identify magic on those things.
Go ahead and give me some rolls then. You don't have to cast the spells. I know you have them. You can...
All right.
Cantrips,
I'm rolling nature.
All right. We'll start with the sling.
Ooh, that is a 31 from Traub. Bonus included.
All right. 31 for Traub is a critical success.
Yep, buddy.
So that is a caterwaul sling.
Caterwaul sling.
Yeah.
Nice. The fuck does that mean?
Sounds
Reveal
very...
to everyone. Made of shiny brown leather, this +1 striking sling has a single white thread interwoven into its cord. Activate Unleash Roar. 2 actions once per day. You pull the white thread free, then whirl the sling in circles at high speed. It lets out an ear-piercing wave of sound. Each creature in a 30-foot cone takes 4d6 sonic damage. DC 21 basic fortitude save. Any creature that fails is deafened for 1 round or 1 hour on a critical failure.
What?
It's also worth 155 gold pieces.
Yeah, but that's nice.
That's
46 sonic damage.
That's useful. And it's +1 striking weapon.
Yes, and it's a simple weapon, so all of us could probably use it. Well, the only real downside is reload 1, which means it's going to take 1 action to put another bullet in it.
Oh, yeah. It's propulsive too.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Oh, it adds
Being a
half
sling.
your strength. Wow.
All right. The last item. Go ahead and roll on the ring.
Oh, that'll do.
Mine is 27.
Nature.
Yes.
It is a shiny ring.
Okay. Brenna, were you rolling on the ring?
Yeah, hold on.
You get a circumstance of 2.
I put it is a 31.
A 31 is enough.
Ooh.
I'd like to think so.
30 was the DC on the ring.
Shit. Oh, wow.
Well,
Ring of Wizardry, type 1.
Wow.
This ring is made from the purest platinum and is covered in esoteric arcane symbols. It does nothing unless you have a spellcasting class feature with the arcane tradition. While wearing
it does nothing for anybody.
What's that?
So it does nothing for anybody.
Oh, come on.
While wearing the Ring of Wizardry, you gain a +1 item bonus to Arcana checks and have 2 additional first-rank arcane spell slots each day. You prepare spells in these slots or cast from them spontaneously, just as you normally cast your own spells.
Would have been fucking perfect for Nicodemus.
It would have. It really would have. If you take off the ring for any reason, you lose the additional spell slots. You can't gain spell slots from more than 1 ring of wizardry per day, nor can a single ring of wizardry grant spell slots more than once per day. If you can cast arcane spells in a variety of different ways, such as if you are a draconic bloodline sorcerer with a wizard multi-class archetype, you can divide the spell slots as you wish among your various sources of arcane spells. It is worth 360 gold pieces.
I'm so mad.
Does anybody have trick magic item?
That doesn't help, though.
Ryan, we have an unidentified collection of books.
Oh, that's just the
Oh,
books.
okay.
Actually, the Brodert would tell you that he would give you 80 gold pieces for them,
Each?
just for the collection of books.
I had to ask.
We should probably check with Ilsoari and Vorvashali Voon first.
No, I think Broder's the way to go for the books.
He does tell you could use them at any time. But with those books, you would gain, using those to research things, you could get a +1 on your checks.
Well, that's useful.
Yes.
I think we do still have some research to do.
In that case, yes, giving them to Broder would give us both money and the ability to browse afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that, we're going to find out what happens next week. Thank you for listening to Dour Gnome Adventures, a Dour Gnome production. Please share us with your community and drop us a review. It is listeners like you who help build this community. Check out our website, dourgnomeproductions.com, for links to our social media and to join our Discord community. Dour Gnome Productions uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Dour Gnome Productions is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. We are playing through the Pathfinder Adventure Path 7 Dooms for Sandpoint by James Jacobs. Music and sound effects for this podcast are by Monument Studios. Check them out at monumentstudios.net. Dour Gnome Adventures is the property of Dour Gnome Productions.